Hello and happy Wednesday. First of all, I just want to make sure you guys know that thank you for working so hard on your reading benchmark yesterday. Tomorrow is a huge day. It's our last math benchmark before the STAR test. This will really determine what's going to happen for the next couple weeks while I prepare for STAR. So, are you going to be someone that needs to be in tutorials? Are you going to be someone that needs to be working with Ms. Dupree or Mr. Thomas during DLT? Please make sure you are trying your best tomorrow. I will be looking at your work problems to make sure that these videos have been helping you. Ms. Tate's hopefully not just wasting her breath. I am here for you guys, and I want to make sure that we're using these steps to help us as we attack different word problems. Alright, let's get to it. A can of juice contains 175 calories per 2.5, or 2 5/10. I also like to say 2.5 servings. I think about 2.5 because I know that 5 is in between a 10. Which of the following is not an equivalent number of calories per serving? Okay, so what we're doing in this problem is we know that a can of juice contains that many calories for that many servings. You will see this all the time when you guys look at different foods and you're trying to figure out, wait, if I eat 3 candy bars but a serving is 1, how many? It gets complicated, so it really helps to understand this idea. This problem is reviewing what we talked about on Monday, which is a unit rate. On Monday, we try to figure out how much chocolate or popcorn Barbie sold within a day, but this unit rate is going to be how many calories in one serving, because 2.5 servings is not just 1. So this is how many calories are in one serving. Notice how I put calories over serving. That means that I need to use division. Okay, so unit rate is all about taking the total and dividing it for just one thing. Because most of the time, I'm not going to drink 2.5 servings of a can of juice. I'm going to drink 1 can of juice, and I want to know how many calories I have. You know, I'm getting a little chubby, so I'm trying to work on my diet. So, the question is, which of the following is not an equivalent number of calories per serving? When it says which of the following is not, that means that 3 are good, meaning that 3 do work, 3 are equivalent, and 1 is bad. And that's going to be our answer. So it's kind of confusing, because our answer is the one that's not the answer. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so let's check it out. We're trying to figure out our unit rate. So, we know that a can of juice, it's kind of like this big old can of juice, has 175 calories in it. But it also has 1 serving, 2 servings, and then a half of a serving. So we want to know how much is in just 1 serving of the juice. So what I want to do is I want to do 175, which is my total calories, and I'm dividing it by 2.5, or 2 5/10. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I did underline the question. I should box the numbers. There's only really 2 in this problem to help us figure out our unit rate. And now we're drawing it out. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the total calories and I'm dividing it by the servings. Okay? Now what I'm noticing here is that I'm dividing by a decimal. And dividing by a decimal can get a little funky and a little tricky. So what I want to do is I actually want to make both of my dividend and my divisor 10 times bigger. When I do that, I'm just doing the same thing to both sides, and that's going to help me without using the decimal. So I'm going to make this 10 times bigger. I'm just timesing it by 10. So instead of dividing by 2 5/10, I'm now dividing by 25. And I'm going to make this number 10 times bigger. So instead of just being 175, it's going to be 1,750. Okay? So let's check that out. All I just did is I times this by 10, boom, boom, and now it's 25, and I times this by 10, and now it's 1,750. That's going to mean that I don't have to worry about the decimal when I do my division. So what I'm really doing now is I'm dividing 1,750 by 25. So all I did, it's like I made an equivalent measurement. Times 10 is 25, times 10 is 1,750. That's going to make my life a little bit easier. Luckily, we're dividing by 25. Although dividing by a 2-digit number is tricky, this is luckily a 2-digit number that we're pretty good at counting by. So we can roll our multiples of 25. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Okay, so what I did there is I'm just counting by quarters, right? Because 25 is just 25 cents. That's how much is in a quarter. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200. Awesome. So when I look at this, I can see 1 is too small for 25. 17 is too small, but I can use 175. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 175 is right here. So that's going to be 7 25s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 25 times 7 is 175. I can subtract. How many 25s are in 0? 0, because 175 is too small, so I need to do 1,750. So that means that 25 times 70 makes 1,750. But remember, that means that there are 70 2.5s in 175. Let's just check to make sure. We always want to check our work. So 2.5 times 70, because we're saying that's our quotient or our division answer. So remember, we're saying in 2.5 servings, we think there are 70 calories in each. So let's check it out. 7 times 5, we're moving over the place value, so 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16, 17. And remember, I have one decimal over here, so I need to move my decimal right here. So 2.5 servings times 70 makes 175, which goes back to what we have. Whew, that was a lot of work. So let's just make sure we understand what we just did. We had to divide 175 calories, which is the total, per 2.5. Per is like division, because we're saying in all those servings, we get 175 calories. So when I do that, I get that in 2.5 servings, there's 70 calories in each serving. So now we need to figure out which one of these is not showing me the correct numbers. Okay, so I know that the unit rate is 70 calories per serving. I know that the unit rate is 70 calories per serving. All we did was take 175 and divide it by 2.5, because this was the total, and divided by how many we wanted with the servings. So this means that 70 is for every serving. So if I have 4 servings, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to have 70, 70, 70, 70. So I'm going to have 70 in each. So 4 times 7 is 28, but it's 10 times bigger, so that should be 280. Wahoo! Check. So right now I'm going to check every single answer and see if 70 is a multiplier, because each serving has 70. Let's do 13 times 70. Remember, I'm putting my 0 in the ones place because I'm multiplying by 10. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 more, 910. Check. So 910 calories would be for 13 servings because every serving has 70, 70, 70, 70. 70 is just our unit rate. Let's check the next one. 8 servings. So I'm going to do 70 times 8 servings. Well, I already know that 7 times 8 is 56, and then it's going to be 10 times bigger. That does not match this. Let's check the next one. 630 per 9 servings. So if I have 9 servings, each one's going to have 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 9 times. 70 times 9 is 630. Check. So the only one that doesn't work is C. So we have 3 good answers that match times 70, because that's our rule here, because it's our unit rate. And we have one answer that doesn't work, and that's answer choice C. Let's just recap to make sure we understand. We took our total, which was 175, and we divided it by 2.5. When we did that, we realized that there was 70 calories in every single serving. So 70 was the number that we could multiply by to figure out our calories per the certain number of servings. 8 times 70 makes 560, which is not 525, so this is not an equivalent number of calories per serving. Whew! lots of mathematical work there. We got to make sure we're taking our time. So let's take our paper, flip it over. Now you guys are going to be doing a problem super similar. This is Jessica skating 4 laps in 82 seconds. Remember, we want to find her unit rate. So this would be how many seconds in 1 lap, because we want to know her speed that she's going around the track. When you guys figure that out, we want to figure out which one is equivalent. So on the back it was which one is not. This one we're going to have 1 good one and 3 bad ones. So 1 that is equivalent and 3 that are unequivalent. Take your time, rock it out.